Hi, I'm Jonathan,
I am Philip.
and we were going to chat with you about your September Wine Club shipment. In this shipment, we've got 2022 Rubicon. We're excited to release that for you. First vintage out of our new winery here. And we're also really excited to share with you the 2008 Rubicon as well. It's really fun to pull out these older vintages and be able to share them with everybody once they've got some great age on them. Rubicon, in my opinion, always ages so gracefully. So once you hit that 15 to 20 year mark, it's really in prime drinking window for it. 2008 was a pretty warm year. Had a wet spring into a warm summer, and then started harvest a little bit later in 2008, towards the end of September.
Yeah, the wine is very dense, very expressive. My first impression was that probably this one should be decanted. I think the wine can develop and needs maybe 1 or 2 hours to really enjoy. But I can already feel the complexity on the nose and the power of the wine.
And it really still is showing that concentration. It's so impressive to see a wine of this age with this much concentration still.
I would pair that with a sauce, with game, something quite strong, because the wine is very intense and would support a dish that is also very intense.
This, I think, would pair beautifully with something with a little bit of fat in it, either cheeses that are aged or a beautiful steak, of course. 2022 vintage was a warm spring. We had a nice, great growing season, and then right at the beginning of harvest, it got very hot here. So we had very warm temperatures through the earliest part of September. We started harvesting September 1st, and we were done by the end of September.
Yeah, it's of course a very young wine and so enjoyable immediately. It's very scarce to have this quality in such a young wine. So the nose is very open, very rich. We see the level of ripeness of the fruit, and then on the palate is very soft, very easy to drink. It reminds me a little bit of the 14 vintage. That was also good from the beginning and still very good today. So I think it's a good sign for the 22 vintage that you can open and enjoy now, or you can wait.
And it's got this incredible generous fruit to it right now. So it's showing beautifully. There's this nice dark fruit on the nose. To me, it's more cassis and blackcurrant, maybe blackberry going on, but it's not quite to the point where it's too ripe yet. It has this incredible elegance and balance and very fine tannins to it, and then also finishes very fresh.
The Rubicon is made completely with only the vines that are planted on the Rutherford bench, where we have this specific soil that didn't move for 2 million years, and it's where we can produce the best Cabernet Sauvignon with a specific profile of flavors. And on the palate, these grapes can make the best tannins, and the result is that the wine can age also much longer than the others.
So this is going to pair with a large variety of different foods. I would pair this with something on the softer side. I would even go pork for this. A nice pork chop would be beautiful.
Or any other meat. I'm sure that the aromas are intense enough also to pair with beef or with anything you like. This wine I'm sure will pair perfectly.
This would be paired with a perfect Saturday night right on the couch.